So this is the pound yen analysis for Monday, the 5th of March. Now, let's just have a look at whatever prices or where price may likely go. So previously we had prices coming towards this 149.78. We stalled, then prices started to consolidate beneath the 200 period moving average before we saw sell side momentum take us beneath even this 147 level. We then had a retracement back up towards this previous identified level marked out in red in around 147.35, from which we did see sell side momentum continue, taking us beneath this 146, and we didn't quite get down towards that 44.78, and we've come in towards this 145 or so, and where our lows were pretty much. Let's just see where our lows were. Our lows were in around that 145 level, 44.98. From which we did see buy side momentum briefly come back into the market. We haven't retested this 146 as of yet, but we are seeing a bit of weakness here in the market at open. Now, this we have not posted a higher low as yet, but these small bearish candles possibly suggest that prices are about to turn around and head upwards. Now, the reason I say that is pretty much we've had a very strong sell-off, not had a meaningful pullback yet, a meaningful retracement before seeing further downside continuation, and this market may pull back just a bit. These small candles indicating that there is not a lot of sell-side momentum. If there were similar candles to these over here, I'm just identifying, we would be more confident of seeing further sell side momentum, but the fact that we are seeing these very small candles suggests that there isn't a lot of sell side momentum in the market at present. So possibly a move back towards our 146, a break from which we're looking for price there towards our 47.35. Previously we found resistance. I wouldn't anticipate prices moving much beyond, say, the 147.35 unless we do have a particularly volatile day, and if we did see a particularly volatile day, a move back up towards that 148 level, I would expect to be the far end of the range. Now, if we were to see this, if we were to see that momentum come back into the market, and we were to not see a higher low posted, we would be looking for prices to retest the lows in around that 145 level, a break from which we're looking for prices to head down towards 44.78. And move beyond 44.78. The very next levels that we are looking at here on the chart is in around that 44.36, break from which we're looking for price head all the way down towards 142.80. Definitely wouldn't expect 142.80 to come into focus. Possibly the far end of range being around that. I suppose it would be rather bullish of me to say the far end of the range would be around at 144.36 or so. But again, I wouldn't anticipate prices moving, say, beyond the 43.50 to the downside. 43.50 to the downside, I would expect to be the far end of the range. Now, let's just have a look at the higher time frames. Let's just have a look at the higher time frames. Now, if we head over to the monthly, we get the scale on here correct. So, on this monthly chart, we're just going to remove drawings. On the monthly chart, we've had this move downwards. We've had a somewhat, I wasn't going to say a strong retracement. We've had this retracement, possibly suggesting the pound yen was going up. We then had this very large engulfing candle here for the month of February. Now, we are seeing continuation so far, but usually when we do have candles of this size, we normally see some retracement before seeing downside continuation on the pound yen. Now, with that said, let's just have a quick look at the weekly, then the daily chart. So, on the weekly chart, you can see here, we've had a very sharp recovery. We've had a somewhat, I wouldn't say it's overly strong, but we've had it could possibly just be a retracement upwards on the pound against the yen. Now, we have seen this sell side momentum come back into the market. We retraced quite a bit into this very large bullish candle. So we are seeing the sell side momentum persist, and we've already identified the levels that are of interest if we were to see further downside selling in the pound yen. But overall, here on this weekly chart, a very bearish week. 2 weeks of somewhat bearishness and indecision, after which we have seen the sell side momentum come back into the market. Now let's just head over to the daily chart. And over to the daily chart, you can see here, we've had this move upwards, this very large bearish candle, possibly news related. We've had this sell side momentum, brief consolidation. And again, we've had this very large bearish candle, which is again possibly news related. So we do see further sell side momentum coming into the market. At present, we are seeing that sell side momentum coming into the market. We've had a very sharp sell side, very sharp selling here on the pound against the yen. But again, we have to be aware that we might see a retracement back up to a level of which acted as previously as support, then now acting as resistance. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the pound yen analysis. Thanks for watching.